What's up, everybody? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I haven't posted for a while. It's been Christmas. I've been relaxing. I went to a festival for New Year's. So yeah, I've been busy. So yeah, I should be posting a fair few videos over the next 2 months. But yeah, this is gonna be my first video for the year, I guess. So as you can see, I've got an article up. Sony patents a new PlayStation controller design with back buttons. So we have seen Xbox do this. I think there is PlayStation third-party controllers that you can get with back buttons, like a SCUF controller. Obviously quite expensive, but yeah, obviously patents means, I had to Google this. I didn't exactly know what it meant, but it means they've like licensed. They own the rights now to this design, so no one can copy it without facing legal issues. So yeah, they've come up with a design, and they're going to release it within the next 2 months, I think it was. I don't know, we'll find that out. But I think it's going to be released on PS4. Maybe it's a PS5 controller design, but yeah, I think they are releasing it this year for the PS4, which is interesting because they did just release that new, which we will go over there, the inserter that goes on the bottom with the back buttons. But maybe they're trying to give out some options. I just feel like it's really late in their console's life. Like they're going to be bringing out a new console by the end of the year. So interesting that they've come out with this controller design now and not sooner. I thought like Xbox has had their Elite controller for 2 years now, I think, which a lot of people have. I haven't got one. I wish I did. They are quite expensive, and my controller's really. I got a decent one just before the Elite one came out, and it's new, so it's starting to wear and tear now. But I think I'll just hold out until the new Xbox comes out, because I'm an Xbox man. But I did have a PlayStation, a PlayStation 4 over the last 3 years, but I did sell it just because when a lot of games became cross compatible, so I could play with both friends on Xbox. So that's the main reason. And the main reason I did buy a PlayStation was to play No Man's Sky, and that game was pretty bad at the start, and then it came out on both consoles, and now it's actually a really good game. I do have it on Xbox. But anyway, let's move along with this PS5 design. So it has 2 buttons on the back. As you can see here, these are the designs. Everything else looks pretty similar. I'm not sure if the buttons have 2 motions, like they can go forward and back. So maybe you can button map 4 different options with the 2 buttons. So you've got your left and your right, and you can move forward and back. So they do have different actions, or maybe it's just like 1 action each. So you have 2 extra buttons you can map on. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure the Xbox has 4, doesn't it? It has 4 paddles. So the Xbox would have an advantage there if they only have the 2. Obviously, a really good like a lot of pros in that, or I guess people that, yeah, like I'm sure on Fortnite there's really good button mapping you can use with those extra buttons. I'm sure I could use on a lot of games. I'm obviously don't play anything pro, but I do try to play competitively, and having those extra buttons would be nice. So yeah, here you can see this is the attachment that they've made. This is quite cheap, I think. Like it's pretty affordable, which is pretty cool. I probably would have bought one of these if Xbox had one. I really like that. There might be a third-party one. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is pretty recent as well, isn't it? Yeah, December 22nd. I really like this. That's cool. Some people might not like it because it's clunky. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the accessories price $30. That's probably American, so Australian, I would have to pay probably $45, which isn't terrible, but I'd almost rather just buy another controller, maybe with the buttons on the back. But if it doesn't feel clunky or anything, I guess the $30, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see if we can see anything about the release of this controller. I don't think there's anything exactly said. Yeah, the PlayStation 5, the holidays of 2020, which is really soon. Yeah, this attachment January 23rd, so that's soon. This is coming out. Maybe this is a PS5 controller. I'm not exactly sure if there's been anything said. it's obviously really the same, but just has the button on the back. So obviously they're going to add something for the PS5 because we gotta be advancing in technology, not just keeping the same. So it totally makes sense that this is the PS5 controller. Personally, I did use the PS5 a lot. I'm sorry, not PS5, PS4 a lot for Fortnite, playing with my friends. I hated the joysticks at the start being central. I'll just grab my Xbox controller. So as on an Xbox controller, you can see the offset. Just because I've played Xbox my whole life, I find that really comfortable. PlayStations are like here, which I hated at the start, but I totally got used to it, and it was totally fine. I didn't have any troubles with it. I became a pretty comfortable Fortnite player. I can't remember how good I was on PlayStation, but I was pretty good back then. Me and my friends, we got some really good win streaks back when I was playing on PlayStation. But yeah, I do prefer the Xbox still. There is a PlayStation third-party controller that has the offset. I think I've got the tab here. This is really zoomed out, but as you can see there, you probably can't see, but this is the third-party controller. I really like this. It's their offset. Yeah, I really like that type of controller, just because I've used it my whole life. But once I did use a lot of the PlayStation, I was fine with it. Let's have a look at this. This is just another article. This is, was it the same one? Oh, that one's upside down, but this is the other way around. Get a better view probably. But yeah, I can't see anything. A new PlayStation controller may be in the works at Sony HQ. The tech giant has secured a prototype for a new controller design on December the 26th, according to the Dutch publication, blah, blah, blah. Which found its documentation on the World Intellectual Property Organization. So obviously, yeah, they've just bought the licensing, so no one can steal it, and they own the rights to this design. And yeah, just legal protection really. Except it doesn't have a PS button, and there are 2 additional buttons on its backside. Okay, so I'm assuming they mean it doesn't have the tiny button. Let's see if we can we'll get a PlayStation controller up here. Is there one here on this article the right way around? Nope. Alright, we'll get a PlayStation controller. Oh. PS controller. Yeah, so when they're saying no PS button, I'm assuming they mean this here. No PlayStation button. Which, I don't know why they wouldn't have that on there. That doesn't really make sense. You'd think, because that's like their branding. That's their company. But maybe they just didn't want it on the design, maybe, so it could be a bit secretive. I don't know. I have no idea. I know nothing about this, but it's interesting. Obviously they're looking forward to improving their controllers, which is good. It could be a PS5 controller, which would totally make sense if they're getting the documentation for it now, the legal work, because obviously in a year, they probably have most of it planned out. Obviously a lot of work still to do, but a year really isn't that long when you're releasing a product. They probably have a lot of it already organized and ready to go, and all the rest is just marketing. And yeah, so I'm sure this could most likely be the new PS5 controller, but I'm not sure. It could be out earlier in the year. It wouldn't really make sense to bring out a controller now for the PS4. PS4, it's going to be outdated within a year, so that's my opinion on it. I probably won't be buying a PS5 unless I have a lot of money. Then I will buy a PS5. But yeah, it's interesting. So that's all I've got to say, guys. I'm going to be posting hopefully a lot over the next 2 months. I've got work, obviously, but I work during the day. Hopefully during the afternoons I can work on some videos, and on weekends I'm not doing much for the next 2 months on the weekends. I don't have any sport or anything, so hopefully I can post some videos and keep you guys interested. I'm not sure what I'm going to be posting. I kind of just see stuff and play something, and something comes to my mind, like, oh, this could make a good video, and that's about it. So thanks guys for watching, and subscribe to my channel.